Hiya! Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to answer a quick question from David Weston. David's question was whether I sometimes find myself wishing I was shorter so I could go to normal bars rather than gay/trans bars. And I think the implication for the question was without standing out. So do I wish I was shorter so I could go along to those kind of bars and I wouldn't stand out quite as obviously as I do based on my height? So first things first, let's get a few facts out of the way. I'm 5'11" when I'm not wearing heels. So typically you'll find me around 6'3", that kind of height when I'm out and about. So wearing my heels, I'll be about 6'3". And I think this is one of those topics which can be a bit of a worrisome burden for people where they concern themselves about this thing that will stop them from blending in. I generally don't wish that anything in my life was particularly different because I am the height that I am. I can't do much about it. I'm not going to have my legs cut shorter so that I can be shorter. So I have to kind of live with this. Do I ever find myself wishing that I could be shorter than I was, or I was shorter? Really, I guess the answer is no. I've kind of gone past the point where I want to blend in. And I do feel comfortable, for the most part, in regular bars. And if I was to make this clear distinction, if I feel comfortable in a bar, I want to feel comfortable as Juliette or as me as a guy going out. If it's a bar I wouldn't feel comfortable in as a guy because of the type of bar, the type of people, etc., then I wouldn't go to that bar. It's as simple as that. So for a bar to be somewhere I feel comfortable, it needs to be a sort of warm, welcoming environment. And on that basis, I should feel comfortable as Juliette in that bar. And then the question is, do I feel I would stand out? Do I feel I would be spotted? Yeah, of course I would. And I'm okay with that. I've kind of come to terms with that some time ago. I don't feel like I need to try and blend in. I've gone beyond the point where I try to hide what I am and to pass. I don't want to pass. I think it's an illusion. It's something that when you first start out cross-dressing, it might be your holy grail, your big dream thing. Oh, if only I could pass. Anyone who takes a good close-up look at me is going to know I'm a guy. It's as simple as that. I don't have a problem with this. So I'm quite happy to pass in the sense of being respected for who I am, in being recognised as a normal member of society, and being welcomed into a pleasant environment without judgment and without risk and danger. That's as much as I hope for, that's as much as I want. I don't want people to confuse me for a woman and say that must be a woman. I don't have that issue in me anymore. It's not something that I strive towards. I think I've kind of given up on that. And I feel like it was never the main objective anyway. The main objective was to look as good as I can. And in trying to stand out for looking as good as I can, I feel like I'm dressing as someone would do who is trying to get attention. I'm not trying to fly under the radar dressed like this. There isn't much about this outfit, even though it's just a powder blue miniskirt and a shirt. There's not much about the hair, the legs, the heels, the outfit that says, don't look at me. I'm enough of a realist to understand the somewhat narcissistic elements of my dress sense as Juliette, and the fact that there is an element to this that says, look at this. Look at what I've done. And that for me is the pride thing. So would I want to be ignored? Would I want to be thought of as being not, just a regular woman in the bar? That would be nice every now and again. but it's not what I want. And I don't feel like my height, changing that would particularly change me to any great degree. I have some friends, some wonderful friends who are very, very short. And they have that natural advantage. I'll name check one of them. So Sian, who is gorgeous, you can find her in various places online. She's naturally very petite, incredibly feminine. She looks gorgeous. She could go out and pass during the day in a way that I can't. Do I look at her and think, you and your height? I do. But I like my height. I've embraced my height. And as much as it would be interesting to see the world from her perspective and to experience that, I've made my peace with who I am, and I'm very happy to make the best of whatever I have available to me. I'll work on things that I can work on. So I'll do my fitness, I'll do my running, I'll do my cycling. I'll try and sort my, keep my legs looking decent. I'll try and cut down on my waist, and yeah, I'll try and work on the things I can work on. Height, it's not a problem for me. I'm quite happy to be as I am. So thanks for the question, David. It was very interesting to get that question. Nice, simple question. Not too much to think about really for me on that one, but worth talking about because it does touch on this issue of passing and that kind of activity. I have to say, I don't, as a sort of conclusion, I want to be accepted for who I am. If I'm accepted because someone's mistaken me for something else, that feels like a little bit of a cheat these days. It feels like they've not seen me. And I'd rather be accepted for who I am. Warts and all. All my foibles, all my problems, let me do what I want to do as I am. That works much better for me these days. A couple of years ago, I would have answered very differently. I probably would have said, yes, it would be great to be able to pass. Like all people, I'd love to be able to have the powers of a mutant X-Man and have the powers of Mystique and snap my fingers and change my physical appearance to look like the most gorgeous, voluptuous woman in the entire world, and then change back to being, the fantastic body of a guy and go out and do the guy. I'd love to be able to switch between those things. But since we live in the real world and change takes time or money, those are the two things it takes. Changing your physical appearance takes time or money, or both, whichever ones you're willing to invest or you are able to invest. And so I'll work on those things. I'll work on the things with time, and I'll use money to buy hip pads and other items that can help change my shape. That's the easiest way for me to deal with things. Anyway, thanks for the question, David. Really, really interesting. Hopefully quite a quick one. If there's anyone else who's got any other questions for me, please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm very happy to hear from anyone. If you've got any comments on this subject of visibility and height, then please let me know. A lot of shorties, a lot of tallies out there, so interesting to hear what your opinions are and what your experiences are. If anyone wants to ask me any other questions, get in contact with me through my website, which is www.julietnoir.uk. You will find the description down below with the link to the website down there. And yeah, feel free to like, share and subscribe. As ever, thanks for watching my video, and bye! Bye! Oh, just at the end of this video, just for fun, I'll do a quick sort of modelling. I've got my thing recording in the back here, but you can get an idea of this lovely outfit. So, very quickly, this is my powder blue skirt. I don't know where I got this from. I got it online. I know I bought it off eBay. So this was maybe, I don't know where it's from, but it's an eBay item. This was also eBay. It's a bit frilly, which is nice in the heat outside. So it helps with being a bit, I do like these things when they're a bit more fitted in here, but this one's okay. It's not too bad. I think it's Jules or Bowden, one of those two, as a top. So there you go. So So I'm quite happy with how my legs are coming on through the cycling and the running. So, any comments on the outfit? Let me know. I'm wearing my hip pads. Look forward to hearing from anyone on the outfit itself. Yeah, good stuff. Bye.